These are the 5 most insane music video effects you can do inside of Premiere Pro.
I'm a one, I could never be you. Low me tools, no I can't be fooled. Low me tools, no I hate these dudes. I'm a one, I could never be you. Anything you could do, I can do better. I can do better than you.
I hope you enjoyed that little opening sequence, and if you're new to the channel, then please consider smashing the subscribe button and leaving a like on this video, as I'd really appreciate it. So there's also a little bit of a giveaway in this video, kind of to say thank you for 2,000 subscribers and just because you guys are awesome. So basically go down into the comments section, tell me what your favorite effect was, and give me your Instagram or YouTube handle, and spam that as many times as you can in the comment section, and I'll be going on to a random comment picker to randomly choose one of you to win one of my preset packs for Lightroom or for Premiere Pro. So once you guys have finished watching the video, head down into the comment section and get commenting. So without further ado, let's start off with effect number 1. So the first effect is this cool HLS color glitch. So all you have to do for this effect is search up the effect color balance HLS. Place that on your clip, and then go to the point in your clip where you'd like the effect to start. At that point, make sure to create a keyframe for hue, luminance, and saturation. Now, depending on the speed of your music video, you might want to change between having this effect at 10 frames or 20 frames. But for this video, I'm going to be using 10 frames. So if you're doing 10 like me, then move 5 frames forward, and if you're doing 20 frames, then move 10 frames forward. This is essentially going into the middle of our effect. So basically, we're going to adjust the hue to a multiple of 360 degrees by changing the first number. This is going to be how many times the hue will cycle through all of its options. And for 10 frames, I think 3 works best, and for 20 frames, I think 6 works best. Also, you can increase the saturation and the luminance just a bit to add to the whole effect. Then move 5 or 10 frames forward, depending on how long you want this to be, and reset all 3 keyframes. And that is how you make this cool HLS flicker effect. It's super simple and really effective. Moving on to effect number 2, and that is the echo effect. Now, there are 2 ways you can do this. You can either use the effect that is built into Premiere Pro called echo and place that on your clip and then adjust all the settings, or a simpler way is to simply duplicate your clip by holding Alt and dragging your clip up to the next video layer. Then you have to go to the start of your 2 clips and move your top clip 3 to 5 frames forward. Then go and set your blend mode to screen, and this will create a cool little echo effect. If at some point in the video it gets a little bit too bright, then simply adjust the opacity of your top layer so that it doesn't overexpose that part of the video. Then if you want to combine this effect with the previous one to get an even cooler look, you can cut your clip to 10 frames and place it on top of the place where you had your previous effect, and it will create something like this. Onto effect number 3, we have an awesome strobe effect. It's super simple and it's really awesome to have when you're shooting music videos or concerts and you want to have a cool little strobe effect playing over your video. Simply search up the effect strobe light and drop it onto your clip. I'm just going to run through my favorite settings quickly for this effect, and then I'll explain what each thing does. I set the blend at 50%, the duration at 0.1, the period at 0.3, random strobe probability at 81%. I changed the strobe to make layers transparent, the strobe operator to copy, and I set the random speed at 16. The blend just makes the flash more see-through, which is more realistic. The duration obviously changes how long the flash lasts for, and I believe the period means that you can only have 1 flash every 0.3 seconds. Then I changed the strobe layers to transparent, so that instead of being solid white when it flashes, it looks more like an overlay and like a real light. And then random speed will just randomly change the speed and timing of the flashes. Again, you can add this effect to multiple other effects to get even cooler looking results. And remember, something key with all of these effects is they will look even better if you match them up with the beat of your music. On to effect number 4, which is using the invert effect. All you need to do is go over and search for the invert effect and drop it onto your clip. Don't mess with the blend with the original option, but I definitely recommend playing around with the channel. There are so many different options that can get some different results, but for this video, I'm going to keep it at RGB. Next, go to your place where you want to have the effect takes place. This effect often works really well when it's placed on top of a beat. So find the place you want your effect to take place, hit C on your keyboard, and we're now basically going to chop the video into 7 parts of 2 frames each. Use your arrow keys to go forward and then cut the clip every 2 frames. Once this is done, you can go to each alternate clip and delete the effect, giving it this cool inverted X-ray styled glitch strobing effect. Again, timing is crucial to make this effect really good. Lastly, we have effect number 5, which is a VHS chromatic aberration effect. It sounds complicated, but it's really not. All you need to do is create a new adjustment layer and drop it onto the middle of your clip. Duplicate it by holding Alt and dragging it up to the video layer above. We're going to be adding 3 effects to the bottom adjustment layer and 1 effect to the top adjustment layer. For the bottom one, we're going to search for the effect called Tint, and we're going to drop that on. We're also going to get an effect called Emboss, and then 1 more called Offset, and we're going to drop all of these onto our bottom layer. Then change the blending mode on the bottom layer to hard light. Then on the tint effect, we're going to change map black to red and map white to black. On the emboss effect, we're going to change the direction to 180 and we'll set the relief at 5. For offset, we're going to change the vertical value by 5. Then on the top adjustment layer, we'll drop the offset effect on. We'll create a new keyframe for the shift center at the beginning of our clip. Then move along in your clip and create a new keyframe by shifting down. Then move a couple frames forward and create a new keyframe by shifting down. And then for our last keyframe, we're going to drop it down again to just below our original position and then cut the adjustment layer there so that the effect ends and the clip goes back to normal. You can move around the keyframes to get the effect to suit your video a bit better, but I recommend it that you keep these keyframes pretty quick and close. And that is how you create this awesome VHS bounce glitch effect. So those were 5 of the most underrated effects in Premiere Pro for music videos. Let me know which one is your favorite down below, and don't forget to spam it along with your Instagram and YouTube handle so that you can stand the chance to be chosen to win one of my preset packs for Premiere Pro or Lightroom. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so that you don't miss the next upload where I will be announcing the winner. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like below because that really helps me rank in YouTube. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something new. Don't forget about the giveaway in the comments section, and I'll see you in the next video.